I have been very excited and thrilled that I would be able to facilitate this video conference between two such wonderful schools. I appreciate your patience as we got the technical difficulties worked out, and I'm eager to begin the video conference. I'd like to go over a few protocols quickly before we begin. First, when you begin speaking today, please introduce yourself, even if you have already said something previously in the video conference. And when you're done, please say thank you. That way we will know that you have completed your thoughts. Also, remember to speak from the I perspective. Express how you feel in response to the questions that are asked. Say things like, I feel, or in my experience, or in my family, so that you are only representing yourself. The last thing I'd like you to think about is your listening skills. Be an active listener. Sometimes when we come to video conferences, we come a little overly prepared. We've already thought about what we want to say in advance, and that sometimes prevents us from really engaging and listening to what our partner school is saying. So I would challenge you to be active listeners as you listen to what your partner school says. Try to think of questions or things that you would like further clarification on. All right, let's go ahead and begin. The first thing that I would like us to talk about today is what your school community is like. So I'd like you to think about your school. What is your school like? What do you like best about your school? What makes your school unique? Maybe there's something you wish you could change about your school. So I'd like to give each school an opportunity to answer this question by maybe having 3 students share their responses. So let me give you about 30 seconds to think about how you would like to respond, and then I'd like you to pick 3 students to talk about what their school community is like for them. You have 30 seconds. Thank you. All right, for the sake of time, we'll go ahead and begin. I'd like to remind both schools to make sure that your microphone is muted. There's one school that we can pick up some background noise. So if you could mute your microphone until you're ready to speak, that would be wonderful. All right, let's begin with MAN Pangangdaran, and let's have 3 students from that school share what their school community is like. Thank you. Again, MAN Pangangdaran, 3 students, please. Thank you.
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me? Hi. Yes. My name is Irna. My name is Irna. Okay, Irna. Man Pangandaran is Islamic-based high school in Pangandaran, West Java. Here, we are required to always behave well and suitable with the Islam religion. And the main requirement to study here is Muslim. The students go to school on Monday until Saturday, and the learning activities begin at 7:15 a.m. until 2 p.m. Okay, thank you. That's all. I think that's all. And thank you. Hi. Hello. Okay. You all looking good. Okay. About my school. Oh yes, my name. You can call me Afni. Yeah, you can spell it Afni. Okay. Uh-huh. Something make my school different from other school are because the location of my school are not really near with the capital of Pangandaran. But also like that, my school are really, everyone will know when I talk about what is Mount Pangandaran. They will know like what Mount Pangandaran. Because my school, the student especially always make sure that when we meet with other people, we always say hi and hello, so we can get good parallel with other people, and then we can get good silaturahim. Okay, can you hear me? Hi. Okay. Uh, okay, you all looking good now. Okay, I trust that you so happy. Let's looking from your face. All of you always be smile. Okay, and then something else that make my school are looking different with all the other school are we have much extracurricular for the student. So we not go home at the 2 p.m. but we have to do something work at the extracurricular like journalism and calligraphy and musical class and much else that we did. So we don't feel boring where in the school. We feel that I'm so happy when we at school. Okay. Okay. Sorry. What are you doing? Are you fly? Hello, Indian people.
No, we can
Okay,
hear you. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Do you have another student who would like to share now? Thank you.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Indian students, I would like to remind you, so students from CST, that you are on camera all the time. And so please make sure that you are not having conversations and that you are not distracted while your partner school is speaking. Thank you. One more comment from Man Pangangdaran, please, or are we ready to go to CST? Are we, thumbs up, are we ready to go?
Okay, this is enough for MA in Pangandaran. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's now go to CST to hear 2 or 3 students talk about their school community. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am, can you hear us?
I can hear you, but there is a lot of background noise, so it needs to be very quiet in the room in order for us to hear you clearly. Thank you.
Actually, ma'am, we lost the current, so we are now preparing for the. We had a power failure, ma'am.
All right, we will wait just a moment for you to work on your technical issues there. Sanjay, if you would like to step in and provide any assistance, please feel free to do so. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, Judy. CST, can you hear me?
You may go ahead and begin speaking. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you about my school. The name of my school is Central School for Tibetans. It is a school for Tibetans, but we Indians have gotten golden opportunity to study in such a reputed school. In this school, we Indians and Tibetans share our views and ideas, and we know and interact with each other to know the customs, traditions, and language of each other. The day started with the morning assembly. Where students get a platform to speak about their views and ideas, what they want to share in this assembly. Then we all greet each other with happy faces and we say good morning, and in Tibetan language we say tashi dile, and in such a healthy way we all interact with each other and preserve each other's culture and tradition. Thank you. Hello friends, can you hear me? Hi. Hello. Hello. Myself Neha. I'm student of CST Herbertpur and I'm going to tell about my school. In my school, we follow CBSE board. In CBSE, there is a scheme called CCE, means Continuous Comprehensive Evaluation. It is started by our Education Minister. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
It is started by Education Minister Kapil Sibal in 2010. In this scheme, our total syllabus is divided into 2 terms. It is easy for the students to score more marks. In our school, there are so many opportunities like judos, Olympiads, school competition, inter-school competition, etc. Until we have 5 subjects in 10th class, that are English, Hindi, Maths, Social and Science. After the 10th class, we have to choose streams, and the options are Arts, Commerce and Science. These streams are based on our destination. So I feel that I'm a student, I'm proud of my student life. I feel that my student life is very grateful and enjoyable. And I also hope that your student life is also very meaningful and enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. What I'd like to do now is move on to the second part of the video conference, which is for students to talk about their community. I need CST to mute their microphone, please. Thank you. So what I would like to do now is to talk about what your community is like beyond your school. So outside of your school, what is the community like? And this is how I would like you to describe your community. I would like you to pick 3 words to describe your community. For example, I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. The 3 words that I might choose to describe my community would be mountains, snow, and religious. Those 3 words paint a picture of what my community beyond my school is like. I would like to give each school an opportunity to have several students share the 3 words that they choose. I will now give you 1 minute to discuss with each other what words come to mind when you think about your community beyond your school. You have 60 seconds. Thank you.
Okay. Now, आपकी community कैसी है? 3 words में आपको describe करना है. 3 words. She will speak Indianness, Buddhism, and togetherness. आप 3 words में अपनी school की community describe करना है. Words निकालो. Beautiful. Beautiful. Unity. आप 3 में से बोलेंगे. जल्दी बोलो. Interactive. Encouraging, helpful, motivating. आगे आ जाओ. Ready. You are ready. वो काम करने की कोशिश करो.
We are ready, ma'am. Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, we can. Are you ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. How about we have 2 or 3 students share 3 words to describe your community each. You may begin. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Asifa Parveen, and I'm going to tell the community. Our community is helpful, motivative, and interactive. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rashitobia, and I'm going to tell you about our community, Indianness, Buddhism, and togetherness. Thank you.
I was wondering if maybe the young man that just shared the 3 characteristics could say them again one more time, please. Thank you.
Indianness, and Buddhism, and togetherness. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Hi, friends. My name is Abhishek, and I would like to describe my community as beautiful, helpful, and incomparably. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful as a question. Beautiful, helpful.
Thank you very much. Well done. Let's now go over to your partner school in Indonesia and have 3 students share their adjectives about their community. Thank you.
From my community are smart, friendship, and solidarity. Thank you. That's all.
Would any other students from Indonesia like to share words to describe their community, please? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe from school, tourism, and Islamic culture. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other words to describe your community before we move on? Indonesia. Thank you.
Cleaners, and
Could you come up to the microphone, please, and say them? Thank you.
I think
Simplicity, sincerity, and knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, what I'd like to do now is have you practice those active listening skills that I mentioned at the beginning of the video conference. So you have now heard your partner school describe your school community, their school community, and you've also heard them describe their community outside of their school. I would like to now give you an opportunity to ask each other questions based on what you have heard or based on what you would like to know about your partner school. So when you have thought of a question that you would like to ask your partner school, just wave your hand so that I can see it, and then I will call on your school to ask your question. Thank you.
You have the questions now?
School के ऊपर.
School or community?
School and community.
School and community पे आपने जो भी questions हैं, पहले school के बारे में पूछ लो, है ना?
Do any students have a question for their partner school, please? Thank you. Okay, go ahead. CST, thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Abhishek and I would like to ask you that why have you chosen to study in a madrasa?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that please one more time?
I would like to ask that why have you chose to study in a madrasa?
So why they have chosen to study in another, what's the last word, in another?
Madrasa. An Arabic school.
All right, okay, I understand, thank you.
Okay, I understand, thank you.
Okay, students in Indonesia, do you understand the question?
Can you repeat it for us?
Sure, I believe that your friend in India wants to know why you have chosen to study in madrasa. Does that make sense?
I will answer your question. Okay, hi. Why I choose to school in madrasa? Okay. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. Why I choose to school in madrasa? Cause I will. Nowadays, the era are not give for teenager the great education, especially for our attitude. And in madrasa, that what from I look, the teacher and the situation always improve to explore our attitude to be a human being that have a nice attitude. So that's why I choose madrasa to be my school. Okay, maybe that's my answer. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good question. Do any other students have a question for their partner school? Thank you. CST, go ahead. I'm sorry, we cannot hear you, CST. Can you try again? Thank you.
What are the subjects that you study in your school?
Okay, you came into focus the last minute there. Could you just repeat the whole question one more time? Thank you.
What are the subjects that you study in your school?
Thank you. So students in Indonesia, the question is, what kinds of subjects do you study in your school? Thank you.
Maths, science, social.
Hi. My name is Ayab. You can call my name Ayab. The subject in my school it is they are science, social, and then the religion, and then mathematics, maths, and sport, art, and music. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Do any other students have a question for their partner school? Go ahead, CST. I'm sorry, can you say that again?
My name is Deepak. My question is something about your school life. Tell me something
So
about your school life.
You want them to tell you something about their school life? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Students in Indonesia, you have a friend in, no, yes, the students of Indonesia, your friends would like you to answer this question, to tell them about something in your school life. Thank you.
Hi. Okay, I will answer your question. In our school, there are many organizations and extracurricular activities. For example, Scout, Red Cross, Paskibra, journalists, karate, etc. Scout is an organization that trains us to be disciplined, and we can found the togetherness in Scout. So Paskibra is an abbreviation of Flag Raisers Troops, and it's very enjoy. So journalists. In journalists, we can find new experience, because in journalists we learn to hunting down the news. Okay, maybe that's enough. Thank you.
Thank you. I was wondering if the students in Indonesia have a question for their friends in India. So students in Indonesia, would you like to ask friends in India a question? Thank you.
Hi. My name is Halima. I want to ask to you, what are religious activities at your school? Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. So what type of activities do you have at your school, CST? Thank you.
So many activities.
Good morning. Myself, Sister Atela, and I would like to answer the question. Are you able to hear me? The different activities in my school are we are having inter-school competitions like dance competition, essay writing competition, calligraphy competition. Zonal competitions are also there, as the CST are spread. 16 CST are spread all over the India, and there are zonal meets.
If you might stop for just a minute, it looks like we've lost the connection with your partner school, and if you wait for just a minute, they'll rejoin, and then you can continue your answer. Thank you. While you're waiting, may I ask you, is this your school's first video conference, or have you had a video conference prior? First video conference? Yes. Okay, good. It looks like your partner school is back. If you wouldn't mind continuing your response on the types of activities you have in your school, thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Go ahead.
My
Thank
name is
you.
Christy, and I'm going to tell you different activities in my school. Yeah, in my school, we have given a platform where we can express our views, as in debate competitions, declamation competitions are held in every month, and we are given, as I was telling, that there are 16 CSTs in all over India, and we are divided in 3 zones. So there is a zonal meet where children can express their exhibits. We are having yearly exhibitions and annually sports day and annual function day. And this time we have given a chance in such a new interactive face-to-face with other schools where we can tell about our religions and cultures. Thank you.
Thank you. Do the students in Indonesia have another question for their Indian friends, or are you ready to move on? And I'll open it back up to CST if you have any questions for your partner school as well.
Hello, good morning. My name is Hari. I want to ask you, is there in your school any Muslim? Thank you.
Thank you. Could I have a student from CST answer that question? Thank you. CST, if you are talking, we cannot hear your response. Are you trying to speak? Thank you.
In our school, there are many Muslims, and I'm also a Muslim girl. And my question for you is, how do you involve other community to celebrate your festival? Thank you. Thank you.
Students in Indonesia, did you hear your friend's question about how you incorporate festivals into your school? Could we have a student please answer that? Thank you.
Hi.
Respectful language use करनी है.
My name is Alfie. I will tell you about religious festival in Indonesia. Oh yeah, in school especially the festival are religious of Islamic. Okay, I will tell you four festival, Islamic festival. The first are Maulid Nabi. Maulid Nabi are celebrated the birthday Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But not every Muslim, celebrating this day, because our opinion sometimes are different. But it's not be a problem for us because we can respect each other. The second are Idul Adha. The second festival is Idul Adha. Idul Adha are the day when we sacrifice goat, cow, and each other for continue the example from Ibrahim. Ibrahim sacrificed her son is Ismail. Son Ismail for show to God that I am your hamba. I am your hamba. So Ibrahim just do what God perintahkan, what God said to Ibrahim. Ibrahim, sacrifice your son, although he is your one and only son. But he can do it, and at the last, God thank Ismail with the big goat. Yeah, and then the third are three special night Holy Quran. The first are Laylatul Qadar. Laylatul Qadar is the night when Al-Quran come to earth, and God sent the Quran, the Holy Quran, to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And other special night are Laylatul Bara'ah, and then other the night like other also one in which much reading of the Quran and reciting of prayer in the mosque. I think that's all of religious festival in my school, especially Islamic religion. And thank you.
Thank you for that thorough answer. Unfortunately, we are coming to the end of our video conference, and so what I would like to do is have a couple of students from each school share some of their thoughts about their experience. What are things that you have learned from the video conference? Maybe what are some things that have surprised you? What are some things that you would like to continue to learn and understand based on the video conference? So I will give you about 30 seconds to discuss as a class these questions, and then please choose 2 or 3 students to share their responses. Thank you.
Your experience? Amazing, informative. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and begin with our friends in Indonesia. If you could please have 2 or 3 students very briefly share your reflective thoughts about the video conference. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Jajang.
My name is Jajang Wildan. I think this experience is we get new friend and we hope we begin a friendship in India. I'm sorry. And we get knowledge. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else in Indonesia like to comment?
And then we can know that Indian people they looking good. They have nice attitude for us in a video call. And then we can meet with Mrs. Jody. And then we can get much knowledge, especially from about how to spelling English language. That's from Indian student and from Mrs. Jody especially. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's now go to your partner school, CST, for a couple of students to reflect on their experience. Thank you.
Hello, myself Asifa Parveen, and I'm going to tell what the experience I learned. This is a great experience which I've learned to face. We interact with each other. It's an amazing experience, and because of face-to-face, I also learned more about my culture. That's all. Thank you.
Hello friends. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? It's myself Abhishek, and today I would like to thank you all and especially Jody ma'am for providing us this opportunity to interact with you all and to your culture. And I'm very excited and looking forward for our next video conference. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I have to say that even though we have had some technical difficulties and we had to start the video conference a little late, I am so proud of both schools. I appreciate your teachers' preparation and your honesty and dedication to communicate with each other despite some technical difficulties. I really encourage both schools to continue the dialogue with each other. Maybe your teachers could post a forum or a blog on the online community, and you can continue about each other's school communities and cultures and even your festivals and what those festivals mean to you and your school community. And definitely, please, in the future, plan another video conference so that you can continue to practice these skills and to learn from each other. It has been a marvelous experience for me, and I hope it was a good experience for you as well. What I always like to do at the end is to take a moment for us to wave to each other as friends, and then to say goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye until next time.